Shalom. First, I think of all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to teachers, tellers, and apostles of great millstone, likewise, brothers, putting on this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep unto brothers and sisters. Tuning in, Shalom. Today's lesson is titled, Esau Can't Save You, Jake. Let's put our first scripture here. This is the book of Isaiah 31 and verse 1. It reads, Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Now we know within the last 48 hours we've had that, President-elect here in Great Babylon, America. And you have, Donald Trump right now is the reigning devil in the so-called White House. At least he's going to be inaugurated come January. And you have all these videos going out there on TikTok and other social media platforms where Jakes and these Edomites are like all in an uproar over Trump being the winner. Keep in mind here, the real winner are the elites, because really Trump only represent the physical face of these wicked people who have an agenda that goes far beyond trying to make America great again. And you so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latino are about to get a rude awakening, trusting in this man and his system. Let's go into the book of Psalms 146 and start in verse 2, and it reads, While I live, I will praise the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, who the word ignorantly called God and Jesus. I will sing praises unto my power while I have a being. So this is a time right now, prior to Jacob's trouble, where the so-called blacks and the Americans and Latinos, the true biblical Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speak of, should be having their mindset towards Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because the life that you see right now is about to change. We've been telling you about this man, Donald J. Trump, and that this man, through the Spirit, we believe he sees an error. And if you know the history, this man is going to be bringing some serious terror here in Great Babylon, America, in particular on the tribe of Israel. We've seen his policies, against the northern tribe, the immigration policies, or the what he called the border crossing people policy, in which he's going to be institutionalizing people. His mind is set towards, and he said in his first 90 days, he's going to do the biggest deportation ever in American history. But we know across this land, there's a lot of these special holding cells, or facilities, which we know are FEMA camps, that they're going to be putting Jakes in, and many brothers are going in depth in regards to how this is going to go about. They're not going to be able to identify who is illegal and who isn't illegal, especially among the Latino tribes, And these people, these so-called white people, these Edomites, they are right now going to be emboldened right now, They're about to get emboldened, And they're going to be taking part of that trouble that's going to be coming towards the children of Israel. Continuing, it says, Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help. There's no help. And Jake is attracted to power. Jake is attracted to anyone that looks like, they have the ability to make their life nice and soft and easy. But, as mentioned, Esau is not the answer, to the problems that you're facing. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is, because why? He's the one that actually put us in this situation as part of our judgment. Let's go into the book of Isaiah 1 and start verse 5, because the Lord made it very clear, that the time of continuously judging us, in captivity and punishing us, for us to make changes, towards serving him, and those times are gone now. It's time for slaying, a lot of slaying, and Esau is going to be the one that's going to be doing that, and we believe that this man, Donald Trump, is going to be that man that's going to execute it. It says, why should you be stricken anymore? You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart is faint. Now, why is that the case there? When you take a look at Jake, see Jake, they're like puppies. They'll follow the next puppy, sniff the next puppy's ass. If you all watch how dogs socialize, they always keep licking each other's asshole or sniffing each other's ass. and whoever was walking in the front is the way it is. Okay? And what you have here is this, Isaiah 9:16, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that led of them are destroyed. Okay? So they're being destroyed. They're being destroyed. They're being led to destruction because why? You've got the leaders that have their mind, okay, towards worshiping the leaders of Great Babylon, America. Okay, they think that there's something in it for them. And this is why you see you have, the leaders. When you think about leaders, you're thinking about, people in suit and necktie, but not necessarily. You got Cardi B, who represent the leadership of Yasharala, Israel, so-called Blacks and Americans and Latino. Okay, for the Democrats part, and then you have these other, jakes that, going, niggas for Trump, for the Republican part of it. Okay, let's go to the book of Jeremiah 2, and starting with verse 14 reads, is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? Okay, why is he spoiled? See, Jacob, you have a mentality of being a slave. This is why you're going to vote. Why would you vote? Do you know who you are? Because we know who we are. We come out and tell you who you are, but you don't listen. Because you have that servant mentality. You want to serve your oppressor. You want to serve the abusive man. Okay? Because you don't want to believe that you're better than the people that are oppressing you. You want to be beneath them. Okay? When we go into the book of Micah 2 and 10, you see Jakes are being called up by other Jakes who have been given a position and a voice on these platforms to be able to go and convince our people that somehow, if they follow a particular part in life, which is to go and worship the so-called white man, that they would somehow get out of the judgments that they're receiving because they have no understanding. Okay? And we have to ask the question, Jake, what's really for dinner? Because see, we're sheeps. And the rest of these people are wolves, especially Esau. Okay? They're wolves. And you really believe that a sheep and a wolf can eat together? That they can live in peace and harmony? It's not possible. This is Micah 2 and 10. It says, rise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. And we see what happens when people trust into this place. Okay? When people think that somehow, they believe in the rhetoric of civil rights and, rights and amendments and all the other stuff to that, and Jake, the attitude goes, start to shift towards that and not understanding who we really are. Okay? We're sheep amongst wolves. Okay? But Jake, see, they believe when the so-called white man speaks, they believe that they're talking collectively for everybody here. I'm an American citizen, so he must be talking about me too. I'm inclusive. Let's take a look at this, because see, this is what Esau says within himself, and also he says out loud. Psalms 49:11. Their inward thought is that their house shall continue forever, their kingdom, and their dwelling places to all generation. They call the lands after their own name. So of course, when you take a look at how globally how Esau is making people believe that in some way somehow he has the answer for everything. This man is naming the stars, he's naming the continents, the oceans, giving names to certain animals that he supposedly discovered. Then of course, Jake, you're going to believe that maybe this man is the one that really has all the answer for everything. Okay? But what it is that you don't understand. Okay? See, a sheep is meek. Okay? A lamb is meek. A wolf is not. Okay? This is what our inheritance is. Okay? See, they name the lands after themselves, but check it out. This is what we are going to get. This is Matthew 5 and verse 3 said, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven, which is the hopefully elect that have this mindset. Blessed are they that mourn, for they should be comforted. We are mourning. Okay, we're mourning at the fact that another 4 years of this devil, or another term of this devil or that devil. Every day you wake up, it's the same doggone thing. Okay, oppression, persecution. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. So that's what the sheep will inherit. That's what we will inherit, the earth, not continents or a doggone city or land. Okay, we're gonna inherit the earth. Let's go into the book of Romans 8 and starting with verse 35. Okay? Because the elect has a different kind of mindset and understanding who we're dealing with and the situation that we're in. He says, who shall separate us from the love of Mashiach? Should tribulation or distress or persecution or famine and nakedness or peril or the sword? These are things that we understand is going to come. Persecution. We know as prophets that we're going to be persecuted. Some of us are going to get their sword. There's famine that's going to come on the children of Israel, or so-called Black Americans, Latino, and the rest of the populace too. But mainly we're concerned about only our people. Okay? So there's going to be great peril. As it is written, for thy sake, we are killed all day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. This is how we will be being viewed. Because if we're sheep, and these people are the wolves, well, what do wolves do with sheep? Okay? you think a wolf is going to be like, hey, we're cool, we're buddies? Maybe just for you to go get other sheep. And this is what Esau has done with the leaders. He's convinced some of these doggone sheep that you're like a wolf. You're like a wolf. You're different from these other sheep. And then, the sheep walk around cocky, and other sheep are seeing this and going, wait a minute, maybe I can do it too. And that's your two-thirds mentality. You really believe that somebody somehow, you could roll with this man. But you're about to find out that's not the case. Because why? The Lord purposely set this man up in the position that he's in to deal that judgment, okay, on those that choose not to return to him, or who are not written in the book of life. This is Psalm 55 and Psalm verse 21. It reads, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. Man, this man's mouth was smoother than butter. So was the other one, Kamala too. In fact, they all are. All their words are smooth. It all depends on, what's your taste. All right? You have one for the hardcore people, and you have the other one that's for the softcore people, which are the faggots and sodomites and stuff, the fruity people. But war was in his side. Either way, there's still war in both of their heart. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawing swords. Their swords drawn. We already talk about these legislation that this man is going to be bringing out. Deportation, execution, public execution. His war on so-called crime lords, or whatever the case is, that, aka the cartels who are Jakes, supposedly. Okay. Homelessness, this man's going to go after homeless people and say, you can't do this and do that. You can put you in jail. Because that's part of him. Part of his strategy is, if we're going to make America great again, we can't have America looking poor, because you didn't see this in the 60s and the 70s all across this continent. Now you're seeing it everywhere, homelessness and all that stuff. So along with his people who are part of this, degraded part of society, mainly is making little jakes, because you're about to see this economy collapse and things about to get really stupid. And that is the only way they can enact their new so-called new world order that these wicked elites are planning. So what you're looking at here is the victory of the elites. We always knew that this man was going to be the one that's going to do the closeout of the show. And right now, we're at the end of the show, which is Great Babylon America rulership on this earth. We're at the end of the show. This is the closing scene right now. Okay, let's close out with the book of 2nd Ezra 16, Isaiah 69. Because what do you expect, Jay? Come on, seriously, what do you think was going to happen? What do you think is going to happen, or how do you think this is going to really play out? We can tell you right now this is going to play out. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and reproach and trodden under foot. This is 2nd Ezra 16, verse 69. Okay, because you all are consented. All of you who voted and put did you cast your ballot, whatever the case is you did, you basically have consented. You've consented. You've made, okay, whoever these wicked elites have put out there as a means for you to choose, you made your selection. Okay, you made your selection, and even if you didn't go to the polls, you made it in your mind, because your attitude and the way you walk demonstrates exactly where your heart is. Let's continue here. It says, for there should be in every place in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. All of us, this is the tribe of Israel, is going to fall for this. Okay, there are going to be those that are going to be saved out of it. Okay, it's going to be saved out of it, which is the 1/3. But those of you who have chosen to you know, hand your loyalty, your tribulation, or your tribute to this man, you're going to be in derision because they're not concerned about you. And it's not only going to be the leaders, it's going to be the local Edomites who are going to actually come to an understanding or realization that there's no man that can save them. And then they're going to turn on you too. Okay, and we're going to go, I'm going to go a little bit more deep into that about how, these low level Edomites are going to make hell for our people. Okay, and we as a hopefully elect are not going to do a damn thing about it. We're going to see it, but we understand that this is what the Lord Yahweh Shemashah has always said, that he will bring upon the unruly, rebellious children of Israel, so-called Black Americans and Latinos. Okay, so again, Esau is not the answer, Jake. Okay, Lord willing, the elect will satisfy. Like to close it with giving all glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, Shalom.